Hello and welcome to another update video about HBAR. Yeah, HBAR is a little bit in trouble, I would say, due to the fact that it broke below the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level of the move that occurred between December and February. So price did come down at the time here. Let's look at the white wave count first, which is the bullish one. Price came down in an A wave, moved up in a B wave, came down in a C wave, 3 waves down. However, a little bit too deep to be reliable for a wave 2. Yeah, normally in a wave 2, I don't want price to go below and to sustain below the 78.6 retracement. So any broken 78.6 Fibonacci retracement typically will lead to a failure of the pattern. Typically, and not always. There are no certainties, but probabilities. And I can tell you that typically when we see a break of the 78.6 retracement, which was here at 4.44 cents, and that occurred actually on the 10th of June, that weakens the chart. I mean, it's not a disaster because price could recover fairly quickly. However, still it leaves that bitter taste somehow. And yeah, the problem also is that the move up of the 10th of June low was not impulsive. We didn't see an impulse, we only saw a corrective structure, which could be a leading diagonal in the white wave count. So we could potentially see here 5 waves up. Therefore, we give it a chance for the bullish case, but I highlighted the support area, which goes all the way down again to 4.4 cents. I did highlight that in orange to indicate the risk. Yeah, not yellow or green, the other boxes that we normally use, but in orange. And the reason for orange is, which means higher risk, less confidence. It just means that, yeah, I'm observing this bullish structure. It is a potential trade setup, and support goes all the way down to 4.4 cents. And as long as we're holding that, there is a chance for a rally in a third wave. It's just that with these orange boxes, I personally think, there is not really, it wouldn't be a surprise if that box breaks, basically. Okay, so yeah, very much balanced probabilities here. And the problem with that structure, with the deep retracement into the 88.7 Fib level and the corrective move to the upside, okay, fair enough, it could be a leading diagonal, but the problem with all of that means that we have some problems on the chart. And it also could easily be the yellow wave count, wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside, wave 3 to the downside, wave 4 to the upside, wave 5 to the downside in an ending diagonal. So it could get one more low actually, yeah. And if we break below that 4.4 cent level, then I think the yellow wave count is very much in control. I think at the moment still the probabilities for the yellow count are fairly high. And the problem is when you have a wave count like that, the white wave count, which is bullish, the yellow wave count, which is bearish, and they both have a very similar probabilities. It is a poor probabilities chart, you could say, because the probabilities are fairly balanced. Now, it doesn't matter so much if you're purely trading reward to risk. So we obviously have a reward to risk ratio, which is very favorable within the orange box. The lower you go in the orange box, the better the reward to risk ratio for a third wave trade. But it will also at the same time reduce the likelihood of holding support the lower we go. And below the 78.6 Fib level, as I said, the yellow count is anyway strongly in control, and it may lead to a new bear market low if the yellow count works out, which means that we know that when the 4.4 cent level has broken. So at the moment, I'm watching the bullish count. I'm watching the white count. I give it a chance. And we have reached the support area. I think in the last video I highlighted to you, look, we've got this ascending trend line here. If that breaks, then we're likely going to break into the orange support area, which is relevant for this wave 2 correction. It is very shallow at the moment, this wave 2, and I wouldn't be surprised to touch the yellow trend line. That would be around the 50% retracement at 5 cents, and that is also the next level where I would react, where I would expect a bit of a reaction. And then we just need to look at the reaction here. Is it bullish? Is it impulsive? If it's going to be impulsive, then yeah, we could be in a third wave rally. But bear in mind, it can use technically the entire area all the way down to the 78.6 Fib level without flipping necessarily bearish short term. Okay, that's my update about HBAR. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.